a mutual of mine, Slapped Up Jazz, and I were talking about buffets, and it kind of spilled into the buffets on a cruise ship. And this guy here says, "You had me wanting to check out a cruise. You should." I resisted cruises for a long time, for years. I was one of those people that said cruise ships were floating petri dishes, and it's gross, and it's this. And then we went on a 4-day out of Miami to the Bahamas, and we were like, this we could do this. And then we did a week-long trip out of New Orleans to the Caribbean, and then a week-long trip out of Vancouver up to Alaska, and we're going back to the Caribbean for a week-long trip in July out of Miami again. And I highly recommend them. It is, in my opinion, a great way to see multiple countries in one vacation without having to repack and move and repack and move and repack and move. And it's a great way to be able to kind of scout countries that you might want to go back to for a land-based vacation, right? Maybe I'm thinking about going to Jamaica, but I don't know. But we got to stop on the cruise. We stopped and saw Jamaica. Hey, I think I want to go back to Jamaica for a week, shit like that. From a food standpoint, however, there's so much to choose from. Like, so we're going on. We've been on 3 different cruise lines. Which one is this? Norwegian. We're going back on Norwegian. So you've got that. We were talking about the buffet. It's huge. It's enormous, and it's two-sided. It goes down like the whole front of the ship, or the back of the ship. Usually, sorry. The options are just endless at the buffet in and of itself. But then, like, this ship has the main dining room and 2 separate main dining rooms where that's part of it's included in the package, where you can go sit down restaurant, put on some nicer clothes, have a nice dinner, where you've got, like, I don't know, usually 6 to 8 entrees to choose from. They always have like a steak and a chicken, but then they switch up the rest of them, and they've got appetizers and desserts to choose from. The food has always been fantastic. I don't think I've ever had anything bad. And then they've got all these little separate individual restaurants. So, like, this ship that we're going to be on has like almost like a Bennigan's Irish pub style restaurant where you can go get drinks, or also a burger, cheese curds, onion rings, shit like that. There's a 50s style diner that's included. A lot of these cruise ships have like pizza places. Like the Royal Caribbean has a pizza joint that you can go to 24 hours a day, doesn't matter when, and get yourself, just walk in and be like, "Can I get a large pepperoni?" Yeah, sit down, we'll knock one out for you. We have never been disappointed with the food options on a cruise ship so far. And listen, we've tried things that we didn't like, individual things, but overall, never had a food problem on a cruise ship. I highly recommend folks check them out.